Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance, episode 5.3, where we do the August monthly challenge from 21 to 30. For this Ezreal, we're going to use Tahm Kench. Tahm is good into Ezreal. He also has Frenzy Fighting, which means that the player's units are going to take 2 damage every round. Tahm Kench's star power completely undoes that. Ezreal also has a lot of pings, which Tahm Kench's power also deals with very easily. Here we have the choice between Echo, Aesol, and Draven. Legion Saboteur's gonna play for free, so we take, or not for free, but it is a first round play, so we're gonna take that. Ethereal Remitter is fun, but tends to actually be bad most of the time because it's symmetric. We don't want to take anything that reduces it to 1-1, especially with on play deal 3 damage to me. Shadow Totem is fine, probably on Lounging Lizard, but we do always want either something like Farsight Alteration or Cost Reduction if we can get it. Black Cleaver is very good. We'll take Spell Shield because we rerolled all the better ones, looking for cost reduction. Targon Ezreal has a lot of stuns. People have a lot of problems with him. He has the ability to play, I believe, all his cards for 1 mana. Yeah, and it's, I don't know. I've never had too much of a problem. He also comes with Spell Shield, so it's hard to remove him. I've never had a problem, but it's totally understandable why other people do. The Boxtopus having Challenger is going to let us remove Ezreal whenever he gets played. He will get this attack in, but he doesn't have a mana for the Mystic Shot. I'm going to play Draven. If Draven dies, we get Rally. I think it's better than playing the 2 Crusty Codgers. A thing I could have done was play 1 Crusty Codger, which would have given me the spell mana next round to play Tahm Kench and his champion spell. I guess it's not his champion spell, it's his created spell. But it's fine. Detective Swap Bot kind of sucks. I forgot that was a thing. It does make it difficult to land anything. To land your acquired taste. So we're sacrificing the Boxtopus here against this Swap Bot because it'll just kill him. And then we don't have to deal with having that 11 on the board. We're keeping Draven's Whirling Death. We want to remove Spell Shield as soon as we can and then get an acquired taste on Ezreal. We need Tahm Kench to start getting bigger so he can deal with things like Swap Bot. He can also, Ez can also use Swap Bot on Tahm Kench, which isn't great. Because we're growing him to be very large.
Excuse my impertinence.
I have my orders.
The goal here is going to be to win on an open attack, but there's a really high likelihood that he has the stun power, so he'll be able to stun 2 units here. If he then drops Swap Bot, it's going to be kind of bad for us. And he didn't have the stun power, so we win. Hooray.
All me. And maybe those other guys. Whatever.
Next we're going into a Fiora. with natural magic. That's fine. We're gonna play Kindred whenever we see a Fiora. We play Kindred. I like Kindred's playstyle in general, and as I said in the last video, Kindred is a perfect counter to Fiora. We also have to deal with Misfortune, but we're not super concerned about that. We're taking this because of the mana gem. Everything costing 2 less will make that less significant, but it's still nice to have. We're going to look for some sort of cost reduction on Kindred here.
Sure you can handle me?
Fading Icon creates a prey. I said in the last video, but I didn't really use it, that prey is one of Kindred's win conditions. And that's true. So the more prey that you can get on the board early, the more powerful they are. Each one does 2 damage to the enemy nexus every round, basically. So if you have 3 on the board, we're going to be automatically creating 6 damage a round. We're going to kill Misfortune here, just so there's 1 less blocker. It'll let us get 3 damage through with the Fading Icon. Or it'll just play another one. We can afford to lose Kindred here because of Guardian Angel. It would have killed that Misfortune if she had blocked. And someone's at my door, I'll be right back. And I am back. Yeah, so I don't know what I was saying. Each one of these every round will do 2 extra damage, so the more you can keep of them, the better. When this Kindred dies, it should kill, I think, this one and this one. And we'll take 4 damage here. Now that our Kindred doesn't have Guardian Angel, it's susceptible to damage. So we use Spirit Journey on it to kind of refresh it. This one now has Guardian Angel. And Misfortune's out of cards, so that's not going to do anything anymore. Drop down Darius Scout. It's round 3, so these have been here since the beginning. So they each do 4 damage, so we have 12 damage here. And then at the start of this round, we now have 18 damage. The next challenge is figuring out just the best way to kill them. So something like Spirit Leech. You can play the Phantom Prankster that adds 1 damage every time we kill one. And then Spirit Journey. You can do this in a lot of the high-level adventures as well. They're good as blockers, but the longer you can keep them alive, the better. A lot of times I'm stalling with Kindred, using the Stalker's Blade and Spirit Journey to just clear the board until the prey can actually grow big enough to just one-shot. It's a very common thing that I do.
I would cut down the opposition.
As I said before, Fiora is completely countered by Kindred.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
It's fine to let her die here. She's gonna revive. We can make more prey.
New recruit reporting in.
Even more prey. She rolled Deathless, which is great.
He is
As much as we like prey, we don't care about the first wave. We can use it to kill with Crumble.
I long.
The interesting thing with this playstyle is that Kindred basically never levels up. And I want a little more board space here.
The pulse fades away.
On to the next.
Our goal was for Kindred to die anyway.
An interplay of shadow like dappled sunlight.
Another thing you can do with Kindred is use Guardian's Orb and get random effects on her. I don't find that to be as strong as Double Stalker's Blade.
With grace and precision.
Next, we're going to use Lux Illuminated versus this Yasuo. Yasuo, I don't think he's too strong, but he can be annoying. And if he gets Dragon's Rage, then he can be strong. His champion power, where when anything attacks, it stuns the weakest, can be problematic at times. I'm not foreseeing it to be a huge problem here. I don't want any of these things. We're looking for mana or stuff with cost reduction that we can play early. Mage Seeker Investigator. I'm not sure how that plays with Lux Illuminated, but I'm very happy to find out. You do get the round start barrier, and that seems like it'll be very strong. But you will have to pay a little bit more for it because it won't get the cost reduction because it'll become fleeting. I think the only other... I guess there's a couple more spells. You have Form Up, and I think there's the one that boosts everything.
What do you call that technique?
What can I say? I'm a man of mystery. I'll handle this.
Oh, and Smoldering Smirk, I guess. So we're not going to take advantage of our spells from the Mage Seeker Investigator until probably round 4. And I don't know if we'll even make it to round 4.
The light guides us all.
Sleep is for the guiltless.
Taste steel.
Gauntlet of light.
Demacia defends its own.
I attacked with everything because they have keywords, and that feeds into Lux's level up condition.
Stand strong.
And this will win next round.
Burn away the shadows. I see you. Radiance casts out every shadow. Magic brings us together. What was I so afraid of? Magic brings us together.
Never mind, I guess it won't win.
Demacia will lead the way. You can't hide from the light. What was I so afraid of? Magic brings us together. What was I so afraid of?
Just kidding.
I won't apologize.
So you target, you support the Lumino Sprite with Lux on the first go, because that makes it grow really strong, and then on the second you can do whatever, kind of. Probably still better to target it or support the Lumino Sprite with Lux, and then put all that into whatever Lumino Sprite is supporting, but I don't know, I wasn't worried about it. Win's a win. We're playing Gwen here, and I wrote down that I wanted to use Gale Force. I need to check a relic. Okay. Can take Needly, it's probably fine. I really like Atrocity. I don't want it with -2 cost and fleeting. Minus cost is great, fleeting is bad. I think it looks like the deck probably already has Atrocity in it, yeah. So we don't need to pick up extra copies. But if we could discount it, that tends to be a really good win condition. Summoning a champ is kind of funny. The free attack on play will kind of mess with Gale Force, but it's probably still worthwhile. I'll actually take this Atrocity too, it'll summon a champion.
Pleased to meet you.
So the reason why I wanted Gale Force on Gwen here is because you have killed damage units at the end of the round, and I just want to one-shot. I don't want to have the opportunity to lose. Oh, and also because of Nox Cry Arena, which means at the end they could put down like a 1/1 strike something, and yeah, you just lose that unit, which could be a little unfortunate.
Yeah, he bites. Lulu! Where'd she go?
Leave, Dad.
Basically, I'm trying to reduce the amount of times that I ever have to use my brain.
Please, make yourself right at home.
Because we have the free attack, we can open attack here.
One Poro, two Poro.
I shall need my tools.
So that's a win, and even if it wasn't, we had a third attack with a Crown Guard rally. And that would have been with a leveled up Gwen.
Just a stitch in time.
Cost reduction is always good. Probably not going to find anything we want here.
My destination. Tell you when I get there.
So because we have the free attack and scout, when we play her, she's going to do a scout attack.
Follow the
I
wind.
think
Watch your back.
Nothing to fear.
that I'm not going to be able to win this turn.
I shall need my tools. I will not squander the great gift I've been given.
Ready, willing, and learning.
Yeah, not even close.
Control 1.
I probably shouldn't have taken anti up. Would have given me more time to build out hollowed procs.
A brief engagement, but a joyous one.
Take your coat.
A bit underdressed. This piece will be transformative.
Oh, you're in for it.
With Nox Cry Arena, I think Yone is just going to die here too. But he might last until the start of next round.
Check the high ground.
Not sure what I want to play. So he can't block with Nidalee because if it's damage, it'll die.
Affirmative.
Heard you're new in the area.
They're here. Sound the alarm.
I have their scent.
Thought said so.
That stun makes me sad.
Call for reinforcements.
Dishonorable.
We killed Nidalee to get the rally effect, and now we get its second attack.
My family will feast tonight.
We're going into another Katarina, and we're going to play Jhin again. If she ever gets to attack, it's going to be really bad for us. So we're looking for mana, we're looking for stuns, maybe like 2 damage pings. And he's pretty good with Spell Slinger. That's funny, but I don't think it's actually good. Take double attack on Jhin. As soon as we play him, we should win the game that way. So Spell Slinger is good here. We can use him to stun Katarina, so Katarina can't attack this round. Once Katarina hits, she levels up, and then since it's cost reduced, the AI gets to play her a lot, and every time the AI plays her, everything on the board gets stronger. It ends up really bad for you. We play the Crackshot Corsairs because we need burn damage so that we can play Jhin. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that this round. I mean, we couldn't anyway because we can't afford him. But we're not going to be able to do it next round either because we don't have the attack token. And we do want to play him on a plunder round, so hopefully we draw into like Mystic Shot. The other option right now is we have Mana Soul Student. We can just drop him and then play a Captive Audience.
No one's the wiser. Stealth over strength. Came a long way for a bullet. God, deliver. I'm not done. Damn it.
Nothing can stop.
And so it's really good for us that he played Reckless Trifarian. That'll let us use Captive Audience on it, which will proc the Mana Soul Student's ability. I do kind of want him to play one more card here, just in case he has another stun. Or she, I guess, it's Katarina.
Stay in.
And then we can drop Jhin.
You'll make something of yourself yet. We must all play our part.
And when those animations then, we'll just attack, and that'll be the end of that.
Beautiful, is it not?
I want to play a game of hide and burn.
This way, killing gloom isn't too awful.
Aim. Got us covered.
Jhin is really strong. You just have to worry about anything that might kill you before you can get Jhin on the board. Usually as soon as he's on the board,
I will give them
the opponent really has no answer to anything he can do.
You have been a marvelous audience.
What did we get? Noxus Star Crystal, hooray! I don't know if we actually want a Noxus Star Crystal, but I don't know. They're all good. We're gonna be running Kai'Sa. It's just a strong champion, and we're just trying to figure this out. So we just have like no good options. It doesn't really matter. We'll take mana here. Doesn't really matter. There shouldn't be any way for us to lose. But it's still like, if you have an option to have something that's good, you should take it. That Deathless is really funny. Take Spell Shield.
It is my mouth into which all
I wanted something like double attack or scout, or maybe just more stats.
Take the children to safety now.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
And so our goal here is to do a point of damage this round. I'm not sure how we're going to accomplish that. And then that would allow us to play Kai'Sa, but I'm not sure how we're going to accomplish that. We do have Void Seeker, so we can use Void Seeker on that. I'll get him down to 2, but we don't have Overwhelm, so that doesn't actually help. Could have played that or Overwhelm. That wouldn't have let us play Kai'Sa next round.
table for one. You oblige.
Friend or foe? Answer me.
Friend, I'm here to help. They're
I
everywhere.
really love Crown Guard Inheritance on Kai'Sa. I found that she had to wait whenever you got played to actually do anything, and it was just really sad. While I was leveling her up, I kept thinking, you know, it would be really great here as Crown Guard Inheritance.
Burn my gift.
River always provides.
I cannot stand for this.
So next round, we're going to use her ability to copy everything on him, or maybe on this Void Blaster. Yeah, I don't think I need to avoid Spell Shield right now. So we'll play the Void Blaster for
By aiming, I told you to.
Overwhelm. I guess she got Overwhelmed from Chosen by the Stars, so I just have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So we'll copy the Void Blaster, get Deathless and Spell Shield, play another
Figured you want in on the action.
card. We can use the Challenger there to just remove a defender, basically. You use Challenger there so he can't block. We can give Overwhelm to this guy. And that's not quite a win, but it's really close.
This is not the way.
So what's in store for me? I need time for commune, Tahm. This you know.
And we win as soon as we get to attack, no matter what here. So there's no reason to, like, just play more cards. It just adds time.
Come on. I'm coming for you. So long, Void. See you next time.
So for this one, I picked Pack Powder on Illaoi, and I'm not sure why. And We're gonna find out. I know she costs 5, so reducing her to 3 is better, but I'm not sure there's actually like a good way to get plunger damage. Guess has mana, so we take it. Dragon's Rage is kind of funny. But we're always looking for cost reduction.
Every army needs a general. Coming in hot!
Life is too short for fear.
So we want a tentacle, we want to play the Sea's voice as well. I think we can do this with Answered Prayer. So we'll start there.
You get out of life what you put in.
Reporting in?
If we don't have the tentacle to attack, then on our first attack we don't get the spawn. Or we do get the spawn, but it's not an attacking spawn, so we don't get the benefit of having it do damage.
Nagakoporos moves within me! Witness truth! Nagasho! It is a joy. A chance to live. Witness truth.
Do you hear her voice?
Look and see the glory of Nagakabora.
I believe that was a first turn win. Illaoi is really good. I think that's how you say that name. Not actually sure. I don't know how to pronounce anything. We have refill all spell mana, so we're going to use Nami. Nami's really strong, so it might be overkill here. Elise with double attack is kind of cool. Better if it's when she's the champion and can give that to all her spiderlings, but should be fine here. We'll take game start just to make sure we have her. Atrocity is kind of funny. Anything else? Generally speaking, I don't like to add cards unless they're super valuable. So our goal is to win on round 4.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Play Elise, play Brood Awakening.
Go ahead. Play with your food. You won't suffer long.
Have a nice spider army.
My true beauty is beneath the skin.
I won't let my home be swallowed by darkness.
And now, with Nami on the board and redoubled Valor in hand, the important thing is to know how to count to 4.
Ride the surging tide.
That is 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4.
Carry you. I will find the Moonstone. I will save my people.
Nami is a champion that takes a long time to win games, unless you do this strat with the Hymn of Valor. Getting stunned is pretty funny. So we're not going to win this round. But the Hymn of Valor, obviously, like she, with the doubled spell, that put her at 36, we would have easily won here. Still probably can.
Let the tide carry you.
We do 2 damage. We do 2 damage.
Tides.
This has Ezreal with Fun Smiths, and that sounds pretty on fun for me. Gonna pick LeBlanc. All my choices are, of course, in the spreadsheet that's linked in each of these videos. If you want to know the reasoning behind them, I made the guide for that as well. And pick Static Shot because we also have 2 Fun Smiths. Blade's Edge giving the strongest ally a rare is probably pretty good here. But maybe we can get something better. And we didn't. But that's okay.
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
Yeah, all their units have quick attack. I'm not sure why they have +2, I guess pickaxe. We can use House Spider and just have blockers. One's gonna die to the static shock. He actually could have killed both. I'm not sure why he didn't.
Build an extra bite. I've got just the thing. Draw.
We're fine losing the spider. We put it down so it would die. We can pass here to allow him to play more cards. It's almost definitely like not gonna pass before he plays Static Shock if it's in hand.
The best lies are beautiful.
And then that gives us better targets for Stalker's Blade.
I've got just the thing.
I'm not sure why I did that.
Out goes.
There was no value in attacking with that Funsmith. Killing the other one would have been a trade and remove that from the board, which like would have been fine, but just
No escape.
throwing one away made no sense at all.
I thought you'd never ask. Hey,
Capture Ezreal with our Ezreal. And we'll keep this Funsmith alive. Next round we open attack, should win. If not, we have few options.
Extra bite.
I don't like to play combat tricks until we need to play them. That way the AI makes worse decisions.
It was inevitable.
Scout is amazing. I think that's probably safe to take free attack here.
Every army.
So the hemorrhage power can get really strong really quickly, because Darius can put a lot out, but LeBlanc's just gonna kill everything, so doesn't really matter here. Gonna play House Spider for blockers. Can just block there, it's fine. Should have used the Sharpened Sight, or Sharpened Resolve, to kill one of the other units, but I just was, I don't know, maybe expecting him to do like a 1 damage ping. And had that been the case, then it would have been nice to save the combat trick.
Surprised to see me. Nothing personal. Another rose for the garden.
Next up we have Lee Sin and Fizz, with Bilgewater cost reduction, and the foe gets +3/+3. You're not really ever worried about enemy stats, especially after doing like the weekly nightmares. It's kind of hard to think that that could ever matter. I hope they don't increase the challenge of the monthlies to look anything like the 5-star plus. It would significantly change how you have to think about just every decision. Or if they do that, then I also hope that they make it so that only wins count.
Your will.
I think that's something they should have done for a long time. I think that would also help experimentation. You could still count it against you on the leaderboard if you lose. But I think part of the anxiety a lot of people have when approaching the monthly challenges is like the idea that you might have a permanent fail condition. And I think it would be just much better if that wasn't a thing. So you don't block here. If you do, then he can play his double spells, and he increases his damage. I guess I could have, because I had the Ephemeral who's going to die anyway, but it's just habitual to not block Lee Sin. As with the last one, we did want to have
Life is too short.
a spawn here. We don't have that. We can go in like this and pull Lee Sin. We'll lose the C's voice, obviously. There's no way around that here. But we do get like a pretty good attack in with Illaoi this way. And if we had just attacked straight, then Lee Sin would have killed her. Now, if we get something that like lets us maybe do like a strike with a tentacle, it would have been possibility to rally this round, like Tentacle Smash. If we had that, I'm not sure it would have quite been enough, but it would have been close. Maybe it would have with the Hex Tech Fabricator.
Witness truth. Check out these moves. What do you call that technique?
I still feel like blocking's worse than not blocking. So we do an easy open attack.
Catch yourself. Nagasho.
You might have a stun or something similar. Yeah.
Struggle. Fight.
Not super unusual.
Witness truth.
Illinium's really good though.
The spirit gives to those
A good chance there's another one in his hand. We do get another attack. We only have 15 damage though. I think with power it'll go up to like maybe 16 or 17. I don't think there's a way that we can just go over
Navigator.
with the overwhelm. I don't think we have enough power.
Not be far behind.
This is the only one we can challenge, and like 5 hit points is still too many.
brother. Fiery as ever, I see.
A child's anger has become a man's will.
I did kind of expect there would be a Dragon's Rage, but even if I like Tentacle Smash preemptively, I would have just used it on someone else.
Ready for the fight.
The Grumble Slug should die here. There's absolutely no reason for him to do that. I know the AI is bad, but you do get used to certain patterns of the AI, and I feel like that was unusual for AI.
You gotta leave the bay to see the ocean.
Ice runs in our veins.
Nagasho.
Now begins a new era of peace.
Take Focusing Crystal. Was looking for cost reduction, of course. Always looking for cost reduction. Scout's kind of amazing.
Let's go paddling!
All hands on deck!
Okay. Probably gonna play Watchful Idol and this Grumble Slug. Not gonna be like a really good round for us. This does give us a spawn though, and I feel like we can turn that into
And be tested.
a first round win,
Oh boy, here I go!
but I might be wrong.
Witness truth. Nagasho.
Yeah, so we attack with Scout, we take our second attack, that'll give us Crown Guard Inheritance. We just have an insane amount of power on this third attack.
Naga show! Witness truth! Come! Naga show!
And that is challenges 20 to 30. These are taking a little bit longer as we get higher.
Look and see the glory of Nagakaboros.
But so far so good, no problem. Everything's been super smooth and easy. I don't think there's been any concern about anything yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.